Reverend Jackson, I spoke at the anniversary of the March on Washington, and they gave me 1 minute to speak, and I was complaining. The minister's only going to speak for 1 minute. And I got in a taxi with a beautiful black sister. She worked for Ted Turner of CNN at that time. I'm missing her name right now. Zenona Clayton. Yes. And Zenona got in the taxi with me. And she said, stop complaining. Take that minute and do something with it. I ain't never said another word in that cab. Because my sister had educated me. So when I got to the mall, they had the homosexuals they were speaking, and this one was speaking, and they all had microphones. And I was the next one to go up, but they didn't have no microphone for me. So the only thing available was the main rostrum. See how God works things out? And when I got to that rostrum, and I said, Assalamu alaikum, that was it. And I mean, I spoke for 6 minutes. And they were trying to pull my coat, get down. But it was too late. The place got shook up, and that night, well, I should say it like this, the next day in the Washington Post, they said Farrakhan did in 6 minutes what Dr. Martin Luther King did 20 years ago, when Dr. King was not supposed to be the main speaker, but when he got finished, they didn't even remember what nobody else said. So now I'm on the world stage in '83, and my brother Jesse, he asked me to come by the church that he was speaking at that night. And when I got there, Reverend Jackson said, Farrakhan, I'm gonna run to be president of the United States, and I would like you to help me. Wow. So I said, okay, I'll take it up with a board that I have of brothers and sisters who are very knowledgeable of the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I put it before them, and they said, no, Minister, that's good. Go ahead and help him. So I told Reverend Jackson, I'm on board. And you don't know this, but I was rebuilding the work of Elijah Muhammad, and I wouldn't talk to the media. And the media said, Farrakhan. I said, I can't talk. I'm pregnant. They wanted to know what I meant, just wanted them to know something was cooking in an oven, and I wasn't going to talk about it. I went underground for 7 years. And when I committed to Reverend Jackson, I went to help my brother, because to me, Reverend Jackson was the bigger picture. See, when you're arrogant and you think so much of yourself that you can't surrender to somebody who's in a bigger position to do good for our people. And Reverend Jackson was the man of the hour. And he was my Christian brother. So I went out to talk for my brother. And the first interview that I gave was with NBC, Jamie Gangel. She asked me some questions and I gave her the answers. And little did I know I was going to meet the struggle that I would be in for the rest of my days. Because my brother had a chance to do something big for all of us. He deserved that chance. And do you know, when my brother said he thought the Palestinians should be treated more fairly, that's all he said. Right then, he was an anti-Semite, and they started ratcheting up such a negative campaign against him that I was concerned that they would create an atmosphere that they would kill my brother. So I stood up to defend him. Yes, I did. And those of you who are old enough, he had a defender in me. And I could show Christian preachers how to stand up and defend your brother. You know how to talk about Jesus, but you don't know him. But this is your brother, trying to do something that would help all of us, and you don't know how to represent him. But I had been representing a black man named Elijah Muhammad for all those years, so I knew how to teach them how to represent Reverend Jackson. And that's the first time I ran into a conflict with members of the Jewish community. They hated Reverend Jackson. They raided his office. He was threatened.